We've suffered this issue and nothing happens on your Saab 9.5, where you just turn the key and nothing absolutely happens. Oh, coolant low. Let's try one more time. And everything checks out fine. There's a chance it's your ignition switch, which is located somewhere down there, where it will just be intermittent, where it won't connect with the contacts, or God knows, but it's definitely that in my case. So I hope it is, because I've explored all the other options and it's pointed to that. I'm going to quickly go through it because it's a tedious job. The ashtray, and then get the pins on each side and pull them back. Remove this. We're gonna remove these two screws. Torx T25, if I remember right. You have to remove this. Here we go, pull that apart in a very delicate manner, because there's wires attached at the back. You will have those two screws to remove, again T25s, and that's all my bit that I fixed a few months back. Kind of over, it was already shattered, so I tried to make good. I don't know if I did a good job, but nonetheless. So all the screws are removed. I just left my one here. Everyone has their own method of madness. Whatever works for you, do it. But for me, I've done that. All fours out. I think now I need to tackle the armrest. However, I got junk in here. We're going to take this screw off, remove this bit. There's two more screws underneath. And I think there may be a screw or two in here. But I think for now we need to remove this. And this. Just push that down and then pull away. I've got the screw off, and now I need to work out what I need to do next. Oh yeah, I believe that's next, which you just give it a twist like that and pull, but I need to remove the key. You need to then carefully remove this loom. Now it should look something like this. We're going to go back and work on the back now and get the whole armrest off, because I can't see any other screws here. Rear, I believe we need to somehow force this off, but you need a lot of brute force and two hands. So I'm going to try with two hands. Brute force took it off. However, there's again wires to remove, but be careful, because I heard a few noises. There's a possibility something cracked in the process, but who knows. But remove those wires. Oh, and there's two more bolts. You need to remove this thing. Some kind of antenna, TWR receiver. I'll be honest, I haven't got a clue, so I'm not going to pretend like I know what it is. But I know we need to have this bit. Oh, that's the air vent. Ready to go. Then there's two more other bolts that we're going to have to go for. I believe these two. To somehow wiggle it off without breaking anything. So again, I'm going to need both my hands to negotiate and move this without damaging anything. I believe this stays on, but we need to remove the gaiter. It's tilted this way. We're going to have to then focus on that little pin here. You need to kind of pull it backward, using to put it into second gear to remove that big thing, and we should be left with it looking like this. And as you can see, it's good to come off. However, there's a few screws, I believe somewhere here, and there's one on the other side, so they need to come off. You really have to pull the carpets right back and sabotage your vehicle. Now, using a roll profile ratchet like this, put the T25, oh my god, really difficult to do with one hand. Side, you want to loosen this as well and pull this carpet right back and access, oops, almost fell, believe it or not, that bolt. I don't know if you can see it. It's really horrendous to get to because you got this in the way. So I'm going to have to adjust the seat up that way and hopefully that gives me more access. Perfect. You'll notice you can now lift it right up and you've got back and forth movement. Now we need to just take it up from the front and remove this. To come up of here and it's going straight up that way, so I have to really negotiate the handbrake gate here and then it'll just come across this way. I'm going to check second, fourth, that my gear linkage is on point. Oh, that's gone right in. Awesome. I'm going to need another one for the gearbox. Let's check it out. Engine bay. Alright, and the gear selector fork is right there. I don't know if I could see that thing. I believe that's what it is. So we need to pull that back and insert a 4mm screwdriver in this so it doesn't go through. Let's check it out. Shockingly, it's full of oil. Not too sure why. See, the screwdriver fits right in. So my gear linkage is okay. What I recorded beforehand was how it looked before. So after I got into the vehicle, I got my tools out. This is a, don't know, just the tool. And using a drill bit, I made an incision where I believe is the bolt that holds the gear stick lever that goes through the bulkhead. Let me show you.
So hopefully I got it right. Don't know if you can see the lever. If we can't, it's too low and I have to do it again a bit higher. Anything there? I can't see anything. There's something moving around, but I think I'm too low. Oh shit!
Having drilled another hole, it turns out my one has a big bolt which looks like a 13mm bolt, and the little tool I use to make the incision just won't be big enough. So I think I do have to remove the pinch bolt and remove the whole tunnel. I was hoping I could just drill a hole, unbolt the big bolt and job done, but Saab have decided to make a revision on this unit. It's about 10mm. If you look further up, you could see the bolt. Well, maybe not. Let me just try to see. There it is. Do you see it? But there's something in front of it. So I am going to have to eventually, maybe I could rotate it, then gain access to it. I'll try that. Before proceeding, those big 4 screws are T30. Those are T25s, and I believe these are 10 mils. Access this bad boy and just get it done. Otherwise, engine bay it is, pinch bolt, which I don't want to do. Secured the 4 screws. Just have a look. It's no matter what I do to the gears, I can't. They get stuck over there, and something else is also in the way, and I just can't see. Maybe I could move something. Oh, hang on. That's better. Let's try that. Maybe, perhaps, we can see the bolt. Oh, it's really hard to tell. Really hard to tell. So the screwdriver's in. Pinch bolt is, don't know if you can see it. It's loose. How can I get a better view of it? Remove the air duct, which was sitting over here. So now we've got more space. But the issue is this chair. Some people remove the rear seat because you just can't get any clearance But we need to now remove that loom. Do you see it? The yellow loom right there? So that's my next mission. Removed. Now I should be able to just remove that a bit more, but something's blocking it. On this section, it's quite easy to tell what's holding it up. I need to remove this without breaking it or cutting it. Hopefully I can. I need some pliers. At the moment I've got it all the way here and I can't work out why these pieces of shit will not come. And okay, yeah, it's a struggle. I can't really see much inside there. Here we have it. It's like horrendous. Something out from the Aliens movie. Alright, here we are. Got it all sorted. Looking at it. And that's where the bolt is. And I believe there's another one over there. But I think first things first is get rid of this bracket. Then I can access the switch. There just isn't a way of getting to that bolt right there. And there's another one somewhere there. I just can't seem to move this mechanism. I'm gonna have to try to work around it, and I believe that is a T20 and not T25. There you have it. It's come out. Finally. I'll replace this tomorrow. Had enough. I'm gonna call it a night. It's oily. That's due to me spraying some stuff I shouldn't have. I want to really inspect this one. Together, but I'm not happy with that rubbery piece. I just don't understand it. It's squashed, and it was squashed when I pulled it out, but it's rubbery. Is it meant to be? I just need to work out. I just don't feel right. But otherwise, it all feels good. It's an interesting mechanism. It's a proper fiddle trying to maneuver. Oh god, that's my windscreen. Genuinely, just can't look. Have a look. Nah, impossible to do without having someone else to help. Oh, hang on, getting somewhere. Go through the tunnel. Nice, easy and tight. My mate's little comment. Oops. Feels good. You don't want to lose fourth gear. Something stopping it. It was the carpet, the gear gator, and the other carpet that was acting as a obstacle. I've got the loom in, but it just doesn't want to get further in, and I can't get the grommet to sit properly. You can see that it just refuses to budge forward. Something is stopping. I reckon it's the hands is all greasy. I reckon it's the rod, the gear linkage rod, and I need to just push it in, and that's the pinch bolt. It's just not going in for some reason. That should allow me to push it further in into position. Don't know if you can see. We got some light. There it is. Now with that adjusted, we should be able to. Yes. Is that in? That screws in. That's in. That's in. That's in. Great. So we've got all the four things in. It's nice and steady now. Still locked into fourth, which is perfect. So now I need to fix that and move forward.
Tight screw. I can't see that coming off. Yeah, that's tight. That's tighty.
Put back the screw thing. That's my screwdriver. And here we're going to place back. That's in. Make sure that's in. All looks well. Back in the car. Let's take this out. Hopefully. Oh, sugar. It's not. Maybe that was a bad idea. Let me leave it stuck in fourth. Just in case till I get the bolts in. Oops. Lesson learned. Good news. All the gears work. Oops. So I'm happy. Got the 4 bolts in. Got the grommet in. So happy days. Just now I need to put everything back how it was. I know this went underneath here, but I should have put that in. All the screws are in. Bolts rather. Torx bolts. Even got this plumbing right in. So now next step is to put the center console, which is behind me. I recall lifting up this way, but it's not going back in this way. What am I missing? What have I done wrong? Be prepared to play around. It's really fiddly, but I'm sure I need to just be a bit more forceful. Got it in finally. However, I just realized I jumped the gun. Should have put this in. Be very careful when you're tying up these bolts. I did all the bolts, get everything back together, but now I think I need to do these screws on the side. That those 2 side bolts are done and the carpets are put back together. It looks a bit shabby because they've been pulled apart. I believe now you have to make sure the looms are all in place, which they are. And now I believe I need to get the center console back in. And again, a bit more jiggly wiggly. And oh god, yeah, I hate this handbrake thing. Handbrake lever goes on first, and then you put it on. Had to glue up my little broken piece. Turned out funny. Hope it hasn't gone through the other end. It's not too bad. But yeah, remember that. That goes in. Then you place it down. Something like this. Push these bit in and make sure you clip that in. Otherwise that will just come loose. And now for the negotiation. Handbrake again. Give me a hard time. Oh god, I just scratched up my fascia. There we go. Getting there. Oops. What have we? And then that screw goes in there, those 2. I need the loom. One for here, other for there, and that's for the window switch. Perfect. Now those 4 screws are 2, 2. With the bolts connected and everything else on. Let's just double check. Yep. Everything looks fine. The wiring done. Now those 2 pins need to go to those 2 forks. And this is where it gets tricky because there's not much direction other than Are we in? I think we're in. Oh, whoopee, we're in. Time to screw the last bolt. Done the last screw. Now we're going to place this center console, whatever it's called. Oh, forgot the loom, Damn it. The gator's on, and that's connected. It works, I'll hear the noise. Need to now fit this thing on. Hang on. No, now put the 2 bolts in, and then just fit the ashtray, and we should be done. I so hope it works. If not, I'll be pissed. Moment of truth. Let's hope it starts. Oh, good. Very nervous. Booyah! All good. Coolant low. Fans on. Petrol's low. Bloody happy.